Hello everybody, this is the Introverted Comedian. Welcome back to a new episode of Conan Exiles in the Exile Lands. During this episode, I plan on going on a trip through the jungle, exploring a little bit, and most of all, visit the Sunken City. Now, in order to actually do that, I will want to get myself some water breathing potion. I should have a couple of the required things. Yeah, so basically there are two breathing potions. You can use the breathing potion and the fish gill potion. I will just craft myself 6 of these. They should be enough to finish the entire dungeon. I also aim to unlock a couple of knowledges within the Sunken City, which will make it easier for me to actually breathe even better underwater. More than that, I am also planning on crafting and placing a map room close to the eastern side of the map, so I can easily teleport back to my camp, or better said, to the area where I am now. Let's just see what exactly I need. Okay, so this should suffice. Let me just quickly check if these guys have enough food on them. Might as well give them a little bit extra. Okay, so that should suffice for both of them. Now I just need to plan my way in. Yeah, so basically I think one of the best ways is to simply go through here, then go visit the ruins and the Sunken City, come back and explore some more, place that map room somewhere around here, as I do need to visit this place from time to time. Not to mention there's also the obelisk somewhere around here, and probably explore some more depending on how long it takes me to finish at the Sunken City. Okay, so I want to make sure that I have everything I need. Might as well fix my torch and craft another one to have a spare. Since I want to go inside the Sunken City, I already have some skeleton keys. I think there's like 6 chests over there. So these guys are starting to do their job. During the last episode, I crafted a couple of golems. Yeah, so I've been before to the, let's call it jungle. I was mostly on the northern part. Basically, this is what I'd call a swamp, not a jungle. And I've only been to Flotsam and a couple of things along the way. So this part is still unexplored. I only went there to get myself some trowels early in the game, since I decided not to actually harvest or craft things. I had to buy myself some trowels before starting to knock them down later on. It was very useful since I did manage to gain quite some corruption while being there, and buying a performer instead of having to knock them down was quite easy. Quite an easy way to get rid of that corruption. Yeah, so I might as well explore a little bit on the way. Yeah, too bad there's no obelisk in this area, otherwise this might have been a good location for a base. As it is now, there's no point in going there. I have been looking for quite a while for a proper place to build a base. So in case anyone wants to fight any sand beasts, you can find them over here. Speaking of, I think I need one of their glands. Just let's see. Yeah, so recently I actually managed to unlock one of the weapons, so now I can finally use these glands, but that will have to wait until I can visit the jungle. Yeah, so this area is mostly peaceful. There are not so many enemies around. But at the same time, there's also not many rare resources. So there are some panthers around if you want to play with them. This area there should also be some giant snakes. There's one over here. I'm not really interested in playing with him. And sometimes you'll get to meet the reptilian monstrosities. Fortunately, with my trolls leveled up properly and with a very good armor on them, as well as some good weapons, I don't really have to care that much about where I'm going. They will easily deal with any enemy. And if needed, I can also help. Yeah, so this is a creepy area inside the jungle. I can't remember exactly the name, but I guess we'll just find out in a couple of seconds. There's a lot of spiders over here. The biggest surprise is that very close to each other. Yeah, so it's called Silkwood. It's a fitting name, to be honest. If you collect everything, you can make yourself a lot of silk. Yeah, so as I was saying, you've got two of these guys very close to each other. Not sure if it's the same one or if it's a different one. I know one of them is more like the black spider than this version. Still, they are a good source of demon blood and decor as well. More than that, an easy skeleton key. Yeah, so the second one, as I said, is quite close to this one. There he is. Yeah, so apparently they're both the same. This looks like a... Let's see. So this looks like quite an elaborate grave. Let's see. Fortunately, there's nothing you can take. Just learn the names of those down there. And again, this guy will go down quickly. Okay, so next on the list I want to come visit this area. If I remember well, the Pagoda of Bountiful Lusts or something like that should be in this area. And over here, close by, besides the wall that doesn't allow you to go out, there's some of these annoying birds. But there's also some oopsie, maybe fell there. There's also some Komodos, as well as Komodo babies, and of course some reptilian monstrosities. I do remember at some point I managed to get some Komodo babies from here. I am starting a collection of pets, so maybe I can get some. Okay, that's one. Hello. Yeah, so this over here is called Dagon's Claw. I'm not exactly sure why it's called like that. And I don't have the patience to actually climb all that way. Let's see if I can find the second baby Komodo. Although it doesn't look like I can find one. Okie. So I don't think I'm lucky enough to get the second Komodo. Well, this one should do it. Yeah, so over here you'll be able to find the reptilian monstrosity world boss. If I remember well, Yeah, if I remember well, this guy was actually marked as a bye-bye mini boss. Yeah, and he still is. But his capacity is basically the one of a war boss. Not sure if he drops anything. Yeah, so as you can see, he did drop a skeleton key. This is where the pagoda of Bountiful Losts can be found. And apparently also a place where you can get yourself some snake eggs. Yep. There we go. If you need any snake eggs, this is one of the places you can get them from. I'm not really interested in them right now, so no point in holding on to them. Yeah, so basically at this point I want to go up to the pagoda. If I remember well, you can actually learn the Darketo religion up there. There's also some Lemurians. I think you can loot a couple of things from them. I just need to find the right path to it. And there we go. Yeah, so basically this small island, if you go around it, there will be some Lemurian warriors, and I think there's also some crafters, not just warriors. Yeah, there we go. Crafters as well, they're not so hard to defeat. Apparently they're dropping iron weapons. Okay, so they can also drop the tablet of Darketo. If you use it, you will learn the pleasure place of Darketo. Basically the Darketo religion. But there's another way to learn it if you don't want to waste those tablets, as they can be turned into offerings. You just need to come over here. Bye bye, Mr. Sorcerer. And this is the Pagoda of Boundless Loss. Over here there's a couple of these guys who will fight you. Whoa, that's a lot of named ones. Yeah, so apparently this guy is Darketo High Priest. I have no idea what this one was. And once you're done with them, you can come over to Yakira, the priestess of Darketo. And if you didn't already learn the pleasures of Darketo, you could learn it from her.
May the twin serpents go with you.
So my aim right now is to quickly go this other way to finally construct that map room somewhere around, place it somewhere so I can use it later. And then once I'm done with that, I can go visit the Sunken City and probably the palace of the Witch Queen. It's too close not to go visit it. So if you need to get some experience or your trolls need some experience, the apes over here are a very good source for it. Fortunately or unfortunately, both myself and my cows are already leveled up, so there's no point in playing with these guys. This is basically the boat that will take you to the Sunken City. You just need to interact with it. Yeah, so basically it's quite close to Dagon's Embrace. After all, the Sunken City is Dagon's territory. Let's see. So basically right now I just need to find a place where there's no animal attacks and there's plenty of space. And this seems to be it. So now I can easily travel. I will just mark my place on the map. So right close over here, you've got the obelisk. Let me see if I can find an easy way up to it. I don't need to unlock it. This one is kind of tricky compared to most obelisks to get to. But not impossible. Yeah, so basically I think the best way is to go up over here. There's some ruins that allow you to do it. First you'll have to fight your way a little bit. There's a couple of these guys. Bye-bye. Let's see if I remember the exact location. Oh, there's another landmark over here. Watcher's Passage. I think over here would be that obelisk. Yeah, so as I said, unlike other obelisks, this one is hidden quite well. Maybe higher. Or maybe I'm just lost. Bloody annoying obelisk. At the same time, I do have the feeling that I went past it. So let's see if I can actually climb this tree. Yep. Yeah, this is where the obelisk is. Of course, it's not just waiting. There are some enemies around. And there we go, this is the exact location of it. And I think, yeah, this is Dagon's Eye. The closest landmark to it. Yeah, so basically, bloody hell, I want that kitty.
Steel and sparks!
Yeah, I kind of wanted the baby, but I think there's no chance. Yeah, so one of the ways to get to this obelisk is to actually quickly climb through here. If not, you'll just have to use that big tree as you're coming from the ruins of Shelha. Let's see if I can actually find it to go back. Yeah, so this one. It is a bit tricky from the distance. You won't be able to see that you can actually use it to climb or not. And it's quite close to this, the Watcher's Passage. And over here there's a direct way to go down to the ruins of Shelha, or Shelha. Bye bye. Okay, so now it's time to go after the ruins, the Sunken City, sorry. Yeah, so before actually reaching the boat, there are a couple of these guys trying to kick your behind. But once you take care of them, over here, you can find the boat and just interact with it to travel to the Sunken City. If you want to go back straight away, you can just interact with the boat again. But what's the point of coming to this beautiful place if you don't explore it? So first I will show you what's on, well, unfortunately there is no map over here, but there is a small island. As you can see, there's some voice talking to you. I think there was some lore tablet somewhere around here, or maybe I'm mistaken. It's just the voice of Dagon, I think. So we have some lore over here. It tells you about the Watcher above and the Captain below. This guy is the Watcher above.
Who approaches?
And he's going by a cultist of Dagon. Now, it comes to him and the other guy, they are dropping the pearls, which are basically a unique type of loot. And you can use them to buy a sword and a shield from Flotsam. Now, since you're here, you can also interact with the ancient Lemurian axe and learn the recipe. Sometimes these guys will drop Lemurian armor pieces. I don't remember if there was anything else to learn in this room or not. Down there's some more cultists of Dagon. As you go up here, the same thing. It's not necessarily something very useful. You can actually make a collection, I think, of the tablets of Darketo. You can see they are dropping them as well. Basically, these can be used to get quick offerings at any altar, to be honest. That does not belong to Darketo, I think. So let's quickly have a look. At the top over here, there's some more of these guys. As you can see, they will drop Lemurian swords. You can recycle those into hardened steel. They drop some treasures as well. Okay, so basically in order to finish the dungeon, you have to get yourself down there. Bloody hell. So you'll have to go somewhere down there. But if you're doing the dungeon for the first time, it's better to go this other way and unlock a couple of new recipes which you can actually use later. So as you can see, you cannot really climb these. You can only jump to them. Yeah, so in a few minutes I will show you exactly where you need to get to unlock a few recipes, and then I will take a short break. Okay, so as I was saying, now you will need to explore a little bit. Unfortunately, in order to explore and to learn the recipes, you will need to go underwater. And these are your best option. Underwater breathing potions. You can see the scenery is quite nice over here. Once again, for some reason, I cannot see the glowing goop, and there should be plenty of it around. I think there's an issue with it. Anyway, your purpose over here is to enter the buildings that have this blue light blue light, basically. Because inside them you will find, this is the glowing goop. Inside them you will find some bosses, mini bosses, and some of their friends who will have something hidden. Now, unfortunately, my trolls didn't join me right away. I'll wait a little bit for them. They're just over there. Although, to be fair, I can take these guys by myself. So this one is the captain below. Oopsie. And he will soon die. As you can see, they can actually deal quite a bit of damage. If you're not careful, they might surprise you. Yeah, so just like the watcher above, the captain below will drop a random amount of pearls. And while you're over here, you want to come up to this and learn the ancient Lemurian sword and the ancient Lemurian shield. I forgot to actually show you earlier. You've got the ancient Lemurian axe, which I learned from the watcher above. Here you can learn the ancient Lemurian shield and the ancient Lemurian sword next to the captain below. Okay, so as you can see, your breath can go down quickly if you don't have a potion. So you should surface. You can actually go up to the surface. You can swim here. And then just go down quickly. And this is how you can save a potion. After a while, you will be able to unlock a much better potion. Okay, so over here you will meet some fishmen. And I was also saying you will be able to unlock a better potion, which will basically last for a couple of minutes. So over here there's a fishman. Close to him there's a tablet teaching you the ancient Lemurian trident. where the Pikachu is see.
Steel and sparks, so I can carve it on your fire.
Okay. One of the good things about them is that you can harvest them for something called the Scales of Dagon. Unfortunately, they only drop one. Each fishman or basically there's two types of fishmen, or each of them will drop one of these scales. Okay, now I want to see if I can make it across from here. It's a little bit tricky. Basically, you need to watch your breathing because you don't want to die on your way. But at the same time, I don't want to use those potions just yet. Let's see if I'm lucky enough, and I was just in time. Yeah, so over here you will find a fishman, a bigger fishman. That's one of the children of Dagon. I think it's called the daughter of Dagon. In order to access the room, you just need to interact with the metal bars. And you can go after these guys. Yeah, they are just minions, so they are easy to defeat. This one will be a little bit harder to defeat though. Again, you can harvest some scales of Dagon. Okay, so over there is a little bit toxic. I might actually want to get the creature to come out. Oh, it's taking both disease and bleeding damage over time. I find this very easy to do when dealing with bosses and mini bosses. And again, just one scale of Dagon. But as you can see, there's plenty of putrid meat. If you want to do some farming, that's perfect. Now that the toxic smoke is out, you can also interact with this, which will teach you Dagon's Breath. Dagon's Breath is basically the best potion you can use when traveling underwater. It should be somewhere around here. And so it's basically Breath of Dagon. And how you can craft it at your alchemy bench. I do think you're going to need these. I'm not necessarily sure. Another thing I forgot was to go after the animal tamers, because you can actually get a breeding mask from there. I'm not sure if I can use this one for breeding. This one is only for the Sunstorm. Okay, so once again I am forced to swim away. Let's see how far I have to swim. This time I'm not sure I'm going to make it without a potion, so I will use one. As you can see, my breath meter stopped. This one will be a little bit tricky to get to. Need to dive underwater, then back to the surface. Again, there's a mini boss fishman. Apparently the bastard can deal some damage. And it doesn't look like he cares about actually being messed around with. Yeah, so just because they seem weak, it doesn't mean they are. As you can see, he basically has no reaction when you attack him. He just keeps attacking you. That's quite annoying. But he can still be defeated. I don't know why I have bloody trolls with me, since they're not doing their job. Again, you can collect some Scale of Dagon, and this is basically a treasure room. Not necessarily what I needed, but it's not bad. Again, I will use one potion over here since the trip is longer. And have to head over that way. Basically, I'll go this way first. As you can see, there's some new types of fish over here. You need to be a bit careful when entering these ruins. You have to swim past some noxious gas, and inside of this okay, over here you can open this door, set your trolls on that one. These guys, if I remember well, should be, yeah, they are locust spawn. You can actually grab them. My bloody trolls will actually come over here, that would be perfect. Yeah, so the locust spawn are not necessarily that dangerous. This guy is, however. He can deal quite some damage. But he will soon die. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, locust spawn will keep spawning. I just want to give these to my trolls.
Steel and sparks! Here will have your heart out thunder!
I don't want to carry that much weight. apparently the annoying bastards don't let you live so much. Again, you can take some Dagon scales.
Carve it on your pyre.
Over here, you can learn Deep Sea Fisher.
Stick to the island, Sparks!
Freaking hell, leave me alone. Okay, so Deep Sea Fisher is over here. Basically gives you the chance to catch different types of fish. Again, use potion to breathe underwater. Get yourself out of here. Don't forget, sorry, to swim past that noxious fume. And now you can go right across the street. To another building. And then that's the last one, where the main bosses are. You can also try to loot things from these, but they're not worth it, to be honest. Okay, so over here you will find another mini boss. I have no idea what these bastards are still doing, why they're not coming out. As you can see, it basically looks like the library of esoteric knowledge in some ways.
Steel and Sparks! For the north! Steel and Sparks! Stick to the outlaw!
Bye bye, fishy wishy. Once again, don't forget to get the scales of Dagon. And you can interact with this tablet and you will learn the ancient Lemurian aloe extract. As far as I remember, well, it's called infused aloe extract for some reason. It doesn't keep its name. Basically, this one heals you faster. I can't remember exactly the details about it. If you want, you can look it up. I have another video which I made some long time ago with all types of aloe extracts, and I think it gives you a little bit less HP than a pure aloe extract, but it does have a shorter time to heal you, so it depends which one fits you better. It was a good decision to get a second glowing stick. Yeah, so again I will need a potion to get myself to the last building. Now later during the game, if you just want to farm the location, you can just drop from over there inside the water and swim down here, or swim on the surface and then get yourself to the bottom. You will need either a underwater breathing mask, or you will need a potion like I'm using now. Otherwise you won't have enough air to get here. Okay, so as I said, this one is the last building, and it is a little bit bigger. Now over here there's another mini boss, Fishman. If you want, you can use this lever to open the cell doors, and the ones that are trapped inside will initially come to your aid, trying to kill this guy, but then they will come after you. I don't see any point in fighting them, so I'm not going to open that. There's, I think, some loot chests around. These guys seem to be accursed, I think, so really no point in fighting them over here. Again, more of them over here. These, I think, are Lemurians. As you go on this side, you will meet some smaller fishmen. These are quite easy to defeat. And don't forget to farm them for the scales of Dagon. There's one more over there and another one over here.
So I can carve it on your pyre.
So basically you just have to follow your way forward. Again, another fishy. Now over here behind this door there will be, I think, 2 fishies and some more locust swarm. You can send these guys to take care of them. Or if you're using a troll, you can send that one troll. As always, these small bastards will come straight for you. I have no idea why they're doing that. Basically, when you need things to come after you, they go after your trolls. When you need them to go after your trolls, they're bloody hell going after you. If you want to harvest the locust swarm, you will get some ichor, and of course you treat meat from both them and the fishmen. Now this room is mostly for decor. There's nothing you can actually do over here. I've tried interacting with many things at several points. And now this is basically a little bit tricky. Over here you can find a glow stick. And usually when you interact with a bloody thing, it should come to your inventory. Never mind, I already have one. Now as you can see, the voice starts talking again. And you will now have to go down this well. Going down this well is a little bit tricky. As you can see, there's quite a distance until the next level. So the best option you have is to go, bloody hell, jump on the wall next to you like this in order to take lower damage. Just be sure to have some potions, because you will take damage no matter what you're doing. Again, try to land over here to take lower damage. One more time here. Then again over there. And then over here. And you are now in the boss room. Now there are some smaller enemies over here. Once you start fighting them, everyone will start attacking you. At least the fishmen will. Okay, so I think one of my tiles went missing. I'm really unhappy about it. This bastard is actually not giving me a lot of trouble. So apparently one of them can deal bleeding, one of them can deal poison damage. Once again, not necessarily the strongest. Get your scales of Dagon. Same with the small ones. Okay, so now it comes to the interesting part. The fish, the big fish over there, is the one known as Dagon, the demon or the god or whatever they want to call it. And over here you have two exits. I think you can actually... Nope. I have no idea why they opened. They are supposed to be closed. Yeah, so here you have the ritual keeper, which is basically the main boss of the dungeon and some cultists of Dagon. And over here you've got loot chests. As you can see, there's 6 of them. Yeah, here you can learn the daggers of Dagon. I will show them to you after I finish the dungeon, because now it's a time thing. Basically, you need to loot if you want anything from her, and then quickly go away, because if you don't go in time, these gates will close. If you use this one, you will just go back up to where you started, to the boat. Of course, some time has passed, so now it's night. If you use the other one, it would have teleported you here at the Sentinels. Basically, in my case, that wouldn't have been such a bad idea, because it was pretty close to where I have my camp. But I do want to explore a little bit more, including coming over here to the palace of the... whatever she is called, Queen. Witch Queen, I think. Yeah, so... I'm not really happy with these weapons. This one is not bad, but I think, yeah, it is bad. I was hoping it's not a two-handed one, but it is. Okay, one of you needs to take one locust away. Yeah, so I will go explore a little bit over here and then go to the palace of the Witch Queen. As you go here to the top, There's more 80s. This one, I think there's a new emote. Eat. Okay, over here you can learn forgotten furnishings. It's basically at the top of the ruins, on top of the palace. You basically get the forgotten bookshelf, abandoned table, decrepit round table, and a couple of other things. Now you can craft them. Now, if you want to go down, to go this way. There will be some more annoying apes. Again, more annoying apes. Apparently this one is boss. Let's see what it can give. Oh, nice. So I got myself some demon blood, which is nice. I don't really need the rest of the things, so I'll just drop them. Okay, so this is called the Celestial Plaza, or Celestial Plaza. Again, there's more of these annoying bastards around. And more over there. But your aim is to basically go down these steps. Where are you? Bye-bye. So there's also some gorillas around here. But I'll say hello to them once I'm finished with the Witch Queen. Yeah, so basically coming down from the landmark, which is there at the top. You just need to get yourself over here. And you have discovered the Palace of the Witch Queen. Very small dungeon. You don't have to interact with the door. As soon as you get close to it, you will be teleported inside. If you want, you can go exploring a little bit down there in the water. All I can say is that it's not worth it. Okay. As you come over here, you will notice these faces. You will need to be careful about staying in front of them. And over there on the throne, underneath that big face, you've got the Witch Queen. So once you step over here, those two statues will... Sorry, once you get to this point, you will notice you cannot go after her. On the other hand, she will bring those statues to life. So, go after them, one by one. Apparently she is bringing them to life one by one. Okay, so it can be easily smashed apparently. So as I said, you will need to be careful about those mouths and stay away from their line of action. Basically working like lasers. Okay, so they will attempt a couple of attacks. And then the second monster is brought to life. Now you'll have to be a little bit careful. It's both the lights and this guy. And as soon as he's dead, the lights will stop.
I was supposed to be your savior!
And she will come over here to play with you. She's not necessarily the toughest opponent. She deals a little bit of damage. If you didn't have security with you, she'd probably kick your behind a little bit if you didn't watch it. Okay, so from her you can take the Mask of the Witch Queen and the key to Rasma's quarters. Rasma is, I think, her daughter, and she can be found in Sepermeru. Let me see, somewhere around here. Okay, so after defeating her, you want to come over here and interact with her throne. And by doing so, you will unlock a couple of weapons and armors. Now, I've also unlocked the daggers of Dagon, which I forgot to show you earlier. These are them. Okay, so as I said, now I unlocked the ancient Lemurian pike, the ancient Lemurian royal gown, the Lemurian sword, and the Lemurian warrior set. This one is a Lemurian pike, sorry, not an ancient Lemurian pike. Okay, so basically this is the dungeon. If you want, you can harvest her, but there's nothing actually to harvest since she is a human. It's nothing special. If I remember well, the Mask of the Witch King, of the Witch Queen, can be used. Or better said, it is one of the 6 artifacts that you need in order to escape the Exiled lands. Once again, you just need to head back to the exit, and then you're out. Okay, I just hope my troll wasn't killed. I have no idea why it's doing this. Making yeah, so something's wrong during the last days. I've noticed this. I don't know what's wrong with these two. Once you come out of some dungeons, you end up taking fall damage or something like that, and that's not okay. A few days ago, okay, so I have no idea. Well, they have full HP, so I'm happy. Okay, so as I was saying, a couple of days ago, I actually came out of the dregs and it simply gave a lot of damage to one of my trolls. Over here you can meet one of these boys. Fortunately for him, you're stronger. Okay, so somewhere around here there's a location where you can find yourself black lotuses. I remember well, it's the only location you can find the black lotuses. Now I just need to find it. Yeah, so over here it's full of gorillas, annoying birds, and annoying apes. Yeah, so this is it, the Black Garden, just over here. Now, you do want to be careful because there's noxious gas down there. So, having a mask with you is a good thing. For some reason, the bloody black, well, any lotus flower cannot be collected with the pickaxe anymore. It used to be collectible like that. There's quite a lot of them, so basically if you bring a sickle you can harvest enough for a very long while. Okay, let's go this way. Yeah, so there's plenty of exploring to do around here, but not much to find, to be honest. It's only these guys over here. If I remember well, there's nothing around, not even a bloody emote. On the other hand, I do know that some people prefer this area to level up their trolls. The gorillas and the apes are easy to defeat, and they give some decent experience points, apparently. Hello. Okay, so over here there's another building. I didn't really find anything important in it. Or maybe I didn't explore it properly. The Shell Ha docks. On the other hand, there's plenty of these guys around. ready to mess around with you. Unfortunately, they will go down quickly. Well, to be fair, both myself and my trolls have legendary weapons, and all of us have armors crafted by a tier 4 armorer. Both of them have strength damage equipment bonuses in full, so it's kind of hard not to deal that much damage. If you come here early game, these guys won't be exactly this easy to kill. Okay. I will do a little bit of exploring and come back this way. If I remember well, somewhere around here there should be some mushrooms, some puffball mushrooms, and apparently there's also some ugly bastards. Yeah, so these guys are similar to the demon snakes. They will give you demon blood apparently, but they are a different color, so basically I think they're also demon snakes, but of another color. At this point, I hope I can actually harvest the mushrooms with my pickaxe. Hello, bye bye. Yeah, so this is basically a landmark. There's nothing unusual about it. Well, got this. But the creatures are normal ones. It's not like there's some boss or something. I think somewhere above there might be a giant snake. And yeah, this is what I was looking for, the puffball mushrooms. And I am annoyed as hell. Apparently, if you want them, you need a bloody sickle. If you want to harvest proper quantities. Let's see, maybe. Nope. Yeah, so they used to be harvestable with star metal, well, with any pickaxe. But apparently not anymore. This is a bit disappointing. So this seems like an area with plenty of iron, if you need any. And I still need to make my way down here. Yeah, so honestly I'm really disappointed. Although, to be honest, it does make more sense like this. Not being able to harvest with your pickaxe, since they're plants and the sickle is more fitted. So that's a step forward, let's say so, to making it more realistic. Yeah, so if you don't feel like fighting these guys, or like in my case, it's not worth fighting them because you already have plenty of experience and you cannot level up anymore. You can just run around them. Not sure what's inside here. Okay, come on, let's fight. Wow, we are. And this is how sacrifices are made. Yeah, so basically if you need hides, you can just mess around with these guys and you will easily get your hides. I was hoping there's something special about this place. Apparently it was just a fire. Hello. Bye-bye. Okay, so you can also go at the top. Unfortunately, there's nothing really important over there. On the other hand, there is quite an important location over here. Yeah, so I'll probably have to throw away some food at some point. Yeah, so as I was saying, over here you do have a somehow important location. There's a couple of things about it. First of all, it's a Black Hand camp. You can already see their marks. It's kind of a secret entrance. This is called the crevice. Bye-bye. Over here you can learn a couple of new emotes. As you go inside there will be some enemies patrolling around. Sometimes it's fighters, sometimes it's archers. I think that's also a better. I can finally see these, which is a good thing. So if you need any glowing goop, you can come over here and get them. Just make sure to bring a sickle, otherwise it won't really be working that well for you.
No closer, human!
Oh yeah, and this is how I lose. Yeah, so it can be a bit annoying when you end up meeting named trolls and you cannot take them with you home. I could have actually used a better. Okay, so over here there should... This is basically called the Descent of Dagon. Although, in order to actually reach the camp, you need to ascend. There's a loot chest over here, in case you need anything from it. Usually there's some guards over here. And let's call it an unusual thing about this place is that there are a couple of silverstone deposits. It's nowhere near as many as you can get from the abandoned silver mine, but it's a decent amount. Basically, if you have a camp around here, or better said, if you had a camp around here a few years ago, before the new updates when gold can be looted easily, this would have been a good place to farm some silver in order to make yourself some alchemical base. Now over here there's a couple of
Stop running now and I won't have to kill you.
crafters. As you can see, they're not that hard to defeat. There's a couple of loot chests as well. If you need some iron or something like that, it's okay. You can also find this, the ancient Lemurian statue. And that's basically it.
For the Black Hand!
I can actually use this occasion to fix my torch. And apparently, there we go. Some
Start
archer
running now and
sauce.
I won't have to kill you.
Okay, on the other side of their camp, you can actually go to the top. As you go to the top, you will meet plenty of panthers. But the good thing about this place is that you will find the babies. Bloody bastard. Yeah, so I think there's like 2 or 3 babies around. And plenty of adults. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do but get yourself down. useless. Yeah, and now I can head back to where my map room is and teleport closer to my camp, so I can actually start raising those babies. And the locust swarm. Yeah, so basically if you need baby panthers, just go at the top of Descent of Dagon and you can get yourself some panther cubs. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you their exact location over there since it was too dark to see them, but usually it's enough just to go a little bit away from the Black Hand camp and you should see them. I still don't know why I bother with these birds, since basically I don't need the experience. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier in the video, since this area is not really populated by anyone or anything, and the obelisk is quite close by, around here, I can also use the map room to go away from this point. Because if I had to walk all the way over here, I'd probably grow old. Okay, so now I have this one unlocked as well. I need to unlock a couple more. Okay, let's go home. So I think there's something a little bit wrongish with the trolls. As you could see, one of them spawned a bit later than the other one. And he actually went back to the location where we were supposed to spawn instead of just joining us. Bye bye. So I really like this axe, the Weaver's axe. I haven't really used it before this playthrough, but it's definitely good since it's the only one that can also penetrate armors. And that kind of makes it useful. Okay, so first things first, I will leave the babies over here. Start piling up my weapons. From what I can see during this playthrough, the Black Dragon Pike is dropping quite a lot. Unfortunately, it's quite a bit useless since it's only adding 1 bleeding. I'm really unhappy about that. Okay, so as I said, I will need these for an experiment. I managed to unlock venom infused. This one, the venom infused borax. Unfortunately, that damage is quite disappointing, to be honest. I might just have to wait and get a troll, decent blacksmith, to increase it, but even with that one, it wouldn't be so much. These might be tempting, but it's not worth using that amount of star metal. Speaking of star metal, I should go on a run pretty soon. Up till now I've been recycling, and that's not necessarily a good thing. Okay, so as I said, these tablets can be used later in the game. This one I'm not using right now. Let's see. Nice amounts of gold and silver, to be honest. I can also stock the pearls over here. Yeah, so if I remember well, you need somewhere like 200 or 400 pearls in order to get both items from Flotsam. It's not necessarily worth it, to be honest. Yeah, so I am planning on making a second map room. Fourth map room. It stopped being a second long time ago. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the Breath of Dagon, and it basically needs yeah, so now I understand why the Black Lotus can be found over there. I will craft myself some of these. As far as I remember, they're not that necessary. Okay, So this one goes here. Let's see what a named troll can drop. It's kind of disappointing. Oh yeah. I still have a couple of upgrades to do over here, so I can leave those pages. Not bad, a decent amount of this. Okay, so I need some shade spiced. I'm not sure which one is the best. I'll just go with this one. Savory flesh. Then I need some of this for the locust swarm. I'm not sure if the shade spice raw succulent meat will be enough to turn the panthers into a greater version, but I don't see anything else. This guy unfortunately doesn't have any space yet. Okay. As far as I remember, that's the best version, the shade spiced human flesh for in order to get the best version of the Sand Reapers. Basically that's what locust swarms are. Baby Sand Reapers. Okay, I really need another tool in order to get some bloody meat. That's more like it. These guys respawn quite quickly. 1, 2.
I go to the great feast.
3. And 4. Okay, so unlike them, that's a nice amount of meat. Yeah, so it's actually nice to see this. The game is more realistic once you use the proper tools to get a certain something. As I said, I was a bit annoyed by not being able to get those mushrooms with the pickaxe, but it doesn't really make sense to be able to, if I'm honest. Wait, donate. Thank you. I have no idea how that golem went there, because it was supposed to stay somewhere else. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. And the rest of them can be turned into blood. I think I will need some more later. And it seems that apparently I also need some of this. Okie dokie, so this one goes in here. While these go in here, and hopefully I will get myself some nice locusts. So I'll quickly fix my torch. Where's the... Aha. Yeah, so since I wasn't able to get what I needed, the puffball mushrooms, basically I need them to make more noxious gas arrows. I don't really find that many gaseous orbs, noxious gas orbs. So I might as well make a trip to this place, Zaltar's Refuge. That's where you can also find a decent amount of them. I don't remember if there's any other place though, but I know that one for sure will work. I know there are those from the jungle, but I don't see any point in going there for them. The issue with Zaltar's Refuge is that those bastards can actually deal plenty of damage in there. Whatever they're called. I can't remember their name. I think the Warriors of Sobek, if I'm not mistaken, and the Children of Sobek. So I'm going to at least try to take the peaceful way there. Do you have food? Do you have food? Yeah. So, as I was saying, those Children of Sobek and Warriors of Sobek are quite a bit dangerous. First of all, they're a little bit harder to kill. I farmed them a bit to loot some of their armor, which was quite useful, to be fair. that armor basically gives a 200 HP bonus. It's a medium epic sort of armor. It's not something that you're crafting or can craft. It's special from the game, but it cannot be called legendary, to be honest. As far as I remember, there is not necessarily a legendary armor. Now, on my way over there, I've been avoiding this place during my last travels over here, but right now I need to get my hands on another skeleton key. And I have the perfect donor for that. So somewhere around here there should be a white tiger. I'm just going to mark him. And then make him disappear. Oh. At this point I'm a little bit sorry to do this to him. Well, not necessarily. Might as well keep this. I will need it for some epic armor later on. Now, since I am in the area, I might as well visit these guys. Hello, do you want to die?
I go to the great feast.
I don't care if you want to or not. Okay, so in order to visit these guys, the easiest way is to go from here. I don't feel like traveling across. Maybe I was wrong. It's not this way. Haha. Hello. Yo. Yeah, so basically this is the Dry Falls. It's quite a strange location for a safari camp. Because basically there's only black hands over here. There's more black hands over here. And this safari camp here doesn't necessarily make much sense. But I have to question where they settled. Yeah, usually you'll need to come through here to get to them. I think there's a couple of crafters as well as archers and fighters. But as you can see, they are not necessarily something you need to worry about. Okay, there we go. This is what I actually need. Zaltar's cave. I actually managed to get myself killed here early game because I was too greedy and wanted too many armor sets from them. The good thing about these guys is that they will give you some nice armor. The bad thing about these guys is that the armor you're getting, despite being quite useful, lacks durability. That's a dead one. Okay, I will use light. Usually these drop sometimes full sets. As you can see, there's a full set now. They can also drop serpentman weapons and dragonborn bows. There's quite a couple of them over here. And just like the archers have dragonborn bows, guys have dragonborn swords, or I think sometimes they even have obsidian, which makes them a little bit harder to defeat. Now, fortunately, there's plenty of my mushrooms over here, and with the proper tool I can get plenty of them. Okay, you guys kill that one. I'm busy with mushrooms. Yeah, so there's quite a few warriors and archers in here. So these are fangs of Sobek, apparently. And warrior Sobek. And someone is going to die quickly. Yeah, so these bows are not so bad, you can actually recycle them. I will take a set of daggers to see what they can be recycled into. There's some loot chests over here. not necessarily with the best things. On the other hand, I did see some more mushrooms. And I plan on getting as many as possible. So I don't have to come here too many times. Where the bloody hell? There's also some crocodiles around. Apparently my trolls were busy with someone. Okay, cookie mushrooms. It seems they don't all want to come with me. They're pretending that they cannot be harvested. Now there's some more crocodiles around, I think. Yeah. I couldn't care any less about you, mate. Okay, I don't need any meat. So that's nearly 3,000 mushrooms, not bad. Okay, that's enough. 3,000 should suffice. If you want, you can go around this place. Unfortunately, there's not much. There's more mushrooms though, if you need even more. There will be some more of these bastards over here. Apparently they were protecting nothing. So I think that at least one of them has an obsidian weapon. They're dealing bleeding for some reason. Okay, you two have enough HP. Now I've already explored till this point. Over here you'll find the great statue crocodile. I think that one is Sobek, and there's plenty of more followers over there of Sobek. One of them is a mini boss, an annoying bastard. And down it goes. So let's see. Honestly, he is quite disappointing. He barely drops any pieces of armor for a mini boss, and it's better to go after the fangs of Sobek. It's a lot easier to defeat archers. Okay, so if you need some grey lotuses, you can take some seeds from here. And over here you can find some lore on Sobek and Zaltar. And basically this is the entire cave. As I said, I have been here before, but I've never went after the full cave. I only went after a couple of these guys, basically only up to here, get myself armor. Yeah, so now that I have these, I also have a precision alchemy bench, and that will save me even more puffball mushrooms. And this way I can make plenty of noxious gas orbs, or gaseous orbs I think they are. And I can turn them into noxious gas arrows. Now a good combination, I'm not using it, but you can use it if you'd like to, is alternating two bows, one with noxious gas arrows and the second one with explosive arrows. It will deal quite a lot of damage. I haven't really tested it to see if it's dealing damage to my trolls as well. Basically it shouldn't. But who knows? Yeah, so I'm quite curious to see if... oh yeah. Puppies. One. Nope. Three. Down. See. I really didn't see it. It was so deep. Yeah, so basically, if you want hyena poppies, you can get some over here. Hyena whelps, I think, yeah. So I'm hoping I got at least one of the animals I left behind to turn into a greater version. They should be adults by now. Okay, before I go to my camp. Wait. Take one more. There's usually a bearer over here, and I'm hoping to... What the Pikachu? Okay, it looks like we're doing an event. And the event is, as you can see, Migos. The way to get rid of it is to go after the plants. I think the faster you finish them off, the faster the boss of the event spawns. If you leave them alone for too long, they will spawn a lot of enemies. Bloody bastard. So these are Migo experiments. Basically these are monsters from Sita. The good thing about them is that, as you can see, I have no idea how that guy's head is still spinning. They're giving a few decent resources. I cannot really get raw ash in this area that easy, but with these guys over here, it's not a problem. Okay, so is this the boss? No. Yeah, so they're actually dropping decent amounts of ash. Go after that one, please. And there we go. Apparently, Bozzy likes to deal a little bit of damage. I wanted to attack him once. Apparently, these bastards don't want me to. Yeah, so if you want, you can try to harvest them, but they're kind of worthless. Okay, so I didn't get the bearer. I was hoping for some crystals. But I did get a decent amount of demon blood and some black ice without having to go to the frozen north. Yeah, so the more I experience the difference between Sipta and the Exiled lands, the more I find Sipta a little bit easier as a map compared to this one. Okay, hello, come and fight. Hey, you. Hold on to this puppy. Yeah, the reason why I find it easier is because you can actually get some weapons a lot easier over there and some pieces of armor. More than that, you can find black ice in quite a lot of areas on the map. Aside from that, you can find a lot of jailers and even in easy locations. You can farm them and dismantle their equipment into star metal bars. You don't really have to farm your star metal over there. It's not necessarily easy to get crystals there though. But then again, neither is here. I have no idea what exactly you can use for crystals anymore. Okay, so let's see the results. What quantity? Yeah, I just remembered if I want. Yeah, if you want noxious gas orbs, you need tier 3 at least, I think. Alchemist. That's a decent amount of raw ash from them creatures. Let's do some recycling. Okay, so not bad. Some iron bars, alchemical base, and weapon handles. And apparently the bows will give dragon horns. And I can actually upgrade one more level in the Tome of Kurak. I wasn't really expecting this. So I think I'm getting closer to the last level. So the Abyssal Bow and the Abyssal Mole, I find these annoying, to be honest. They're not worth it. As I said, there's only a few things worth it about the Age of Sorcery. One of them is the Elixir of Rebirth. That one is worth more than anything else. Then there's the Summoning Circle, which allows you to revive your body, recovering your armor quickly. And there's also, let's say, the light, if they can make it work. But that's a really, really big if. Okay, let's quickly get rid of these. And let's check if anything was nice here. Nah. So that's 2 panthers and 3 normal Sun Reapers. Disappointing as hell. Okay, I'll just leave them on this side. Once I have my golems over here, in case that crocodile decides to come after the golems, he will have an issue with them. Yeah, so I think I need to recheck my information. These guys are pretty much useless, so to say, and yeah, I am quite disappointed. I was hoping at least one to be a better version. I wasn't sure about the Panthers, but I was hoping about the Sun Reapers. Yeah, so basically this is it for this episode. As you could see, I did manage to explore quite a bit of the jungle over here. I went to the Sunken City, I went to the Palace of the Witch Queen, and I even got myself plenty of puffball mushrooms in order to make some noxious arrows. So until next episode, thank you for watching this one, either if you've been watching on the live stream or if you're going to watch it after it gets posted on my YouTube channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.